evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, I'm calling this one a bonus because I don't anticipate it to be as long of a stream as most Master streams. I mean, the most recent few that we've done have been, my original plan to do an hour and a half, really. So, I'm kind of proud of myself. A lot of them have been around there, which is on the average on the shorter side already as it is. But this one's probably going to be a little bit further. So, I've just got stuff going on. I've also hardly slept. I kind of have, but basically haven't slept since the last stream you saw. Yeah, I'm just, I'm keen to get to sleep, basically. And then in a few hours, I got to wake up again, and then I'm going to try and get back to sleep afterwards. It'll be kind of annoying. But in any case, it is time for Master. I did want to do Master, so we're going to jump in. And what I thought we could do, if we're going to go a little bit short, is how about I pick up some keys? We talked a lot about build template stuff lately. And I keep going on and on and on about, like, in-game currency equals gems. So I kind of want to make a little bit of content, you know, just once every now and then, that sort of demonstrates that and reminds that to people and sort of just shows it there blatantly on screen how simple it was. Most of the liquid cash I've got on my account at the moment is not actually handouts. You guys have been really awesome and been helping massively. But it's been with, like, straight-up ingredients for precursor crafting or blackline keys. Neither of which are really giving that much liquid. I mean, definitely from dyes, we're getting a bit. But, and you know, sometimes there'll be extra weapons we sell and stuff. But the vast majority of it is because I've started PvPing again. And I've gone through the ringer with different builds since I moved back to EU. I'm all over the place. I was playing Scrapper a lot, then became thoroughly unenthusiastic. I was actually playing with one of you guys, Cougar. And we, like, lost 3 games in a row. And it just felt not nice. For what it's worth, I actually thought that his build was really kind of cool. He was playing DP, dash DP, in a way that was really high pressure. Like, really impressive, honestly. More than I would expect most of the time. So that was pretty cool. But had some losses. Then what did I do? I mean, I started EU on Hollow. And I was getting Plat 3 quite comfortably with that. And then when I started doing Scrapper, I was around Plat 2. And then I dropped out of Plat 2 on the 3-loss streak. And since then, what else? I tried 2 different other builds. But I'm on Fresh Air at the moment. I've been playing a bit more of that. Just the really glassy YOLO glyph variant. And it's kind of been working super well. I still don't think it's very viable in a world where everyone knows my username and they know, you know, this character's super glassy. I had that in a queue a second ago. It's never going to work. But I am wondering if you could do, like, kind of a cheesy thing where you obscure your username by hiding on character select until the last second, and then you drop in at last kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know whether I care enough about that, but it is an interesting thought that the build's a lot more viable probably if you do that, just so that you don't have this kind of insane... See, there's a weird side effect of playing a super gimmicky build, right? In that it makes people who ordinarily wouldn't be coordinated at all or not engaging their brains at all coordinated. It actually makes people take a target when they realize it genuinely is a free kill. And they start playing like proper players. But if it's just a general amalgam of bruisery shit that you see as always in the meta, people are kind of just in sort of standby mode and they don't play as well, they don't focus as well, so it's kind of strange in that way. But anyway, yeah, that's what I've been playing. And what else was going on with Guild Wars? There was something else that I was really excited about. I can't remember. I'm sure it will come to me as the stream goes along. Let's jump in. Of course, the community is still just mostly talking about the Mo thing and the build templates. We're lagging. Look at this. Can I trigger skills? It seems every time right as we start. Okay, so right now I'm on EU again. If you guys would like, let's try and do the regulars, all right? So I'm going to squad up. And if you guys want to do the squad mission with me, please, the strike mission, please do come in-game and do so. I was playing a bit of Reaper, I think maybe it was one of them. Oh, no, this is here because I did swapped onto that in the last stream, possibly. If you guys want to do that, yeah, just join the squad. I might be appearing offline right now. I'll appear online for all of your sake. I know some of you guys add me and you like to do it through that. But what I would actually recommend you do is you just type in chat /squad join list, just like this. Squad join is one word and then a space, LYS. LYS is one of my character names. So the game will know that you're looking for my account. And voila, there you go, you're done. And we can go from there, pretty much. What does this mean bonus? I already explained that. Ugh. All right, I'm going to give you guys audio as well. Did he say EU or NA? I said EU. Day 124.5. Yeah, so I could call this 125 and just be like, all right, it's a short stream. There you go. But I don't want to jip you guys out of a full master, so we'll call this as a bonus on top. That's the point. The point of this being a bonus is it extends the 90-day period of going up to day 180, so that, you know, the days are meaningful or whatever, if that makes sense. Alright, so we didn't get lucky. What a shocker. I should, I really, every time I do this now, I want to message support. I want to be like, yo, guys, is my account bugged? Is this not working? And every time I think of that as well, it makes me think of the Heart of Thorns veteran bonus that I can cash in but can't cash in, and or maybe I can get the mask. And I asked them when they had a lot of traffic. Maybe I'll ask them again in the future because they prompted me to. So in a weird way now, Griffin missions are making me think of that, which is so strange. Look at the malfunction message. One of the devs confirmed in the forums a year ago, you only get the mini Griffin from the first reward chest, not the daily ones. They said they were going to fix it, but I'm guessing based on your RNG it isn't fixed yet. What? One of the devs confirmed in the forums a year ago, you only get the mini Griffin from the first reward chest, not the daily ones. They said they were going to fix it, but wait. When you say the first one, do you mean the first time each character finishes the adventure? It would be kind of funny. Malfunction is like a regular though. Like they're like a 12-month-long sub, right? They're always in chat. How many times have you seen us do this malfunction, and you've just kept it to yourself? Well, can I get? You're a sub, so you can send me links in chat. Can you do me a favor? Can you spend this bonus master stream hunting that message down? I have to see it. Malfunction says they only read it in the forum yesterday. Ha 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 ha. Well, go on. So it's in your history. Let's read it. Let's read it. I'll put it on screen. We've wasted all this time. Is this for real? I mean, I'll do it anyway because I'm a sick man. And I need to console myself. Let's see what he comes up with, guys. Let's see. Is it possible? If this is right, by the way, and you found this dev post and all that, you know, as much as that will be sad to realize and kind of funny, I do want to say thank you to you, because Christ, without you, who knows how long further this could have gone on. All right, he's done the link. How did I lose so much speed? What the fuck? All right, maybe we won't ever do it, depending on how this post goes. Fuck you, Griffin Races. All right, it's ArenaNet Ben, who no longer has the tag, because he's one of the Bens that's gone. I'm sure you guys want to see the message. Good news, everyone! It's Professor Farnsworth! Well, bad news, I guess. This Griffin is indeed not properly hooked up to the reward tables. So it is true that you can only possibly attain this on the first attempt. I'll talk with rewards about what the drop rate should be on the daily chest and make a fix. As I said, I do reserve my right to not respond to threads like this, but it's good you pinged me, so don't hesitate to do that in the future. Edit. The fix is going to be wait. Edit. Fix is going to be to add these to the daily silver and gold reward table. So that edit is... You could interpret that edit as, oh, he went away, he had the conversation, now he's come back and he's updating. But I actually don't think that is that. There's a chance that that's just an edit, like a couple of minutes later. You know, he was getting swarmed with responses from other people, so he did a quick edit. You know, that's like me as just a normal Reddit user that might put, edit. Sorry, typos. Ooh, wanted to lessen the tone of my phrasing or whatever. He could just be doing something like that, right? He's not necessarily spoken to the team. And now he's gone and we don't even know. Now he's gone. This is worse than when Jack died in the Titanic. We'll never know. Was there a happily ever after? Shit. This changes everything. Oh, wait. Asuka says this was fixed. Okay, it was fixed. See patch notes on the 5th of the 8th, 2018. May 8th release notes. Alright, does someone want to throw those over? Let's see. Asuaka says to malfunction. I got mine after they fixed it. Alright. Well, good intentions all round, but we were led on a massive goose chase for no reason there then, I guess. I mean, that's Twitch. That's what it is. That's what happens when you don't have the luxury of preparing. Alright, so we just went on a whole loop to get back to square one. That this is possible. We're just really fucking unlucky. I mean, I have heard people say that they got the drops. The problem is now, though, we don't know whether all those people who have recently been saying they got the drop are people who got it from the daily chest or the bonus or the initial one. Maybe everyone who's come to the stream and said, oh, I managed to get it. They were doing it on like a new character, right? Or they forgot that they were doing a new character. Or they might have come into our stream, said I got the drop, and not even know themselves whether it was a bonus or an initial. Okay, wait. Asuaka says, I did every Griffin race every day for a month, so yeah. Okay, that sounds an awful lot like on one character. Every day they kept grinding and eventually they got the drop. Okay, so it's possible, and it's likely that we're not even unlucky. It's just a low drop rate. So, you know, that's what's going to happen. Alright, let's do the strike mission. Once again, if you guys want to join, please feel free to. We're going to get 100th giant today, so that'll be a nice little bit of progress. I beat the Grothmar PvP reward track as well, by the way. I don't know whether I showed that to you guys. But, oh, no, I'm lying to you. I'm barefaced lying to you. I guess I got confused because yesterday we unlocked the Rockout emote, right? But we didn't get the reward track. All right, we got 8 out of 10 already so far. If you guys, just 2 more people want to join, I mean, we can probably 8-man it. These mails here are Spud Club requests, so I don't actually have any mails. No one sent any keys or anything like that. Don't worry. First world problems. What's the first world problem? There's a rare mini Griffin from the races. Do you know what, guys? I genuinely am convinced I can say that every single day for the rest of my life, and I'll still be teaching people about the existence of the Griffin drop. Have you noticed how every single day, like every single one, we're 120 days in, we do the race, and someone in chat says, why are we doing the race? Oh, what's the Griffin? Oh, what? It drops, does it? Like, wow. Maybe I need to do a YouTube video dedicated on it, as clickbait as possible, to get, you know, a couple of 10k views on it, right? So that the information's out there. Because that has to be one of the most, like, obscure things. It's a bit like the radial wheel, but the radial wheel I consider, it's a little bit more, I can understand it more, but since it's a third-party thing. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, let's do it. Everyone's going to be scared now to vote, because last time I was the one guy that said no, and I'm on the stream shitting on everyone and being rude. But, and they have stream delay and they can't know. But yeah, I misclicked. It's the tiredness. My friend got it while we were doing the same character with all the POF maps, for sure. What Griffin drop? Joke, I don't care about minis. I didn't really care about them either until I started going for all of them. I wonder if what ArenaNet really could be looking at is some kind of like container, like a meta for expansions. A bit like Ex Machina was for... shit, I'm looking in the wrong direction. Wow, I thought that was a one-shot. Instead, it's a knockback and a just a bit of damage. That's actually the perfect way to do that, Snowball. That's so good. I'm really impressed with that. Can I stab through it is a question. I kind of hope I can't. And then I kind of hope I can. What was I trying to say? Oh, yeah, like a meta. So it's like, you know, Ex Machina kind of did that for HOT, where you really needed a ton of map stuff and lots of meta completions, like hardcore meta events, to ding all the collections, to get all the, you know. So that was kind of good. POF's kind of lacking that. There should be a thing in POF that's like, and Heart of Thorns, and Living World Seasons, where it's like, get all the minis, and all the achievements, and all the skins for this slice of the game. Basically, do Guild Wars Master, but for each slice, you know. That should be the meta. And then there should be a meta, which is legitimate Guild Wars Master, which is what I'm doing. Basically, in that case, what I'm asking for is in-game representation for my initiative. Because I'm a selfish, single-minded man. Let's see it, ArenaNet. No, but, you know, it's kind of funny how big and vast and complex Guild Wars 2 is compared to Guild Wars 1. Guild Wars 1 had the big meta idea. It was the God Walking Amongst Mere Mortals title track. But ArenaNet could do it all in a title track. That was it. You could have the meta, the ultimate god meta of Guild Wars 1, could be perfectly encapsulated and represented by the title system. In Guild Wars 2, you need to have, like, reward structures encasing reward structures encasing reward structures. Like, the ultimate meta reward structure in Guild Wars 2 at the moment actually is achievement points, I think, probably. But even that doesn't care or include, you know, an awful lot of stuff that gives 0 AP or, you know, aren't even in achievements at all, like minis and outfits and gliders and shit like that. This is very loud, don't you guys think? I genuinely think that Guild Wars 2 combat is one of the ugliest things I've ever heard in a video game. I just want to showcase this for you all. You guys ready? Let's listen to the soothing... Let's listen to the interesting audio design of an endgame Guild Wars 2 boss, implemented in the most contemporary of content, with the studio working at their best. Let's hear it. Okay, so what do we think? Well, the main thing I think is a cacophony. I think there's one of the big problems is there's like no ebb and flow to it, right? It's a bit like PvP. It's just all blaring all the time, okay? I think a lot of the issues with the sounds are born out of balance design and this weird like freedom of access, like just crazy fear of long recharges and stuff. So like there's a lot of cool sound effects in the game attached to cool skills, but we spam most stuff now. So like I think that the Chronomancer gravity well abilities are a really good example. The TikTok sound effects, the very distinctive noise, they're all brilliant. On paper, they're all very cool, but what is actually happening with the game is because the cooldowns are so low, and then, you know, you got stuff like Alacrity. Like, you got to think about this. Alacrity is a mechanic that fucks with the sound design, right? Like, that's not something people care about or really talk about, but it's true. So you know the Chrono sounds sound really good. I do like them. I still remember with when the Heart of Thorns press events came out, and they showed them off in that trailer, and they did them on the stream, and you could hear them, and it's very cool. But I hate the sounds now because especially in like raids, any kind of high man content where people are trying, all you ever hear, because of how prominent Alacrity and quickness and stuff from those wells has been in the place of Chronos and stuff, but also because of those very loud sound effects and the low cooldowns, is Chrono wells. I think that Chrono wells are the most distinctive noise there, and they're always coming out. They're not the only thing. Mesmer's been an offender as well in the past. Open world events, great sword autos from Mesmer, the laser beam sound for that, just very loud. So I think there's maybe, so first bit of feedback, I think there's, well, the first thing we have to establish is some of this isn't resolvable anymore. Some of this can't be resolved by the sound team or anyone like that, because it's tapping into what's going on is the sound effects in Guild Wars aren't responding or adapting or understanding of the way they're being utilized in the game. The guys making the sound effects and deciding the volumes for them and stuff like that, they're being told, oh, this is a really cool skill or whatever. And they might have a sense of what video games are and what RPGs are and how skills, cooldowns and stuff work across other RPGs and other MMOs that they've played, for sure, right? They're going to be video game fans. How much exactly of Guild Wars are they playing? How much exactly do they realize what it's doing in these large-scale environments? I don't know. You know, and I don't think that they're even getting really big direction to accommodate for that. So here's what I think needs to happen across the board. They can't fix or change balance philosophy, all right? And you can very comfortably argue that that's a stupid idea anyway, to have balance affected by visuals and sound. You know, the soundscape is the same. The visual noise on screen, we've got the same problem basically for sound. And people would argue for balance changes because of visual noise, so maybe you could argue on behalf of audio noise if you really cared for it. And I care about all this stuff. I care about every little bit of Guild Wars, so... But anyway, that's not really what I'm recommending. I think some of this stuff is out of their hands. What I do think that needs to happen is sounds need to be normalized in volume, and that's going to be a meticulous, annoying, slow process that is not worth doing, so it will never happen. And it all needs to get dropped down. Now, maybe that could be done. But here's what I think. I think that all the combat sounds from players are all over the place, and I don't really need to hear. Someone in chat pointed out Phoenix, Elementalist Phoenix. Now, I happen to know that I'm not the only Ellie that was in that squad, because I could sometimes hear Phoenix being cast when it wasn't me. Now, that's kind of cool, because Phoenix is a distinctive sound and so on, but it's not really meaningful to me in any way. Not really. And it's a little bit of trivia, maybe, at best. So, I don't really think that that's offering much. The fact I can hear a Chrono Well, or the fact that I can hear a Phoenix. The only skills I think that people should really be hearing are long cooldown elites. And maybe break bar stuff. That maybe if the only louder skills, the more distinctive skills, particularly if we're just talking about audio balance, maybe it should be like CC things so you can kind of hear when everyone's doing a break bar or something. And you sort of crash into it, and that would have an ebb and a flow to it, right? You know, that would actually have this sense of on and off, because we don't really create DPS burn phases so regularly. But I mean, we do to an extent as well with other bosses. But that's all one side of things. So I don't think that right. What I'm trying to say right now is I can sometimes pick out individual skills, like really egregious skills, you know, that are in the sound landscape there. but it's kind of pointless and it doesn't mean anything. And they're just a random assortment. Phoenix. Who gives a fuck about Phoenix? I don't need to hear that you just cuss Phoenix. And yeah, I do. And, you know, that's just sort of a consequence of having a cool sound on Phoenix. And, you know, whatever. Anyway, kind of picking at straws there. This is a big non-issue, this bit. What I do think, though, that I could hear in that fight that I'd love to have heard more of is the snowman. The monster himself. Now, I think this is true for all of Guild Wars. He has some badass roars and guttural kind of, you know, awesome movement sounds and stuff coming from his throat or whatever. What I think should be louder and clearer and cleaner than anything else by a mile is everything boss related. The boss breathing and recoiling. Every one of the boss's animations. Imagine if all the boss's animations sounded big and heavy and meaty and you could hear them as much. It's a bit like in PvP I do actually put sound effects on, and like I said, there's certain things that you can react to because you hear them, like a full counter being triggered, right? You can hear that easier than you can see it sometimes. It depends on the circumstance. That's kind of a cool thing. I'd like that for the bosses, and that could be true in all of the Guild Wars zones. So I think that's reasonable. I don't know. They probably don't have any like one big slider to affect all this stuff. That's the problem. But, like, if all the combat sounds were way quieter and the boss sounds were way louder, it'd be fantastic. But, you know, they just don't. It's just all a mess. It's just all a horrible mix at the moment. And they're probably pushing the max volumes they can dump in there anyway, so it's not like they can just accelerate past the already high baseline they've got. That's what I think of the audio. A bit weird. You turn sound off if you have to listen to them breathe. No, you get what I mean. Like as he gasps as a burn phase triggers, or takes a deep breath before exploding out some damage or whatever. It doesn't have to be breath. Any kind of cool sound effect. Breath is just cool to hear from a snowman that's breathing frost and blizzard in your face. Like that's just a cool kind of flavor thing for him. You don't have to hear every boss breathe. You know, for the keep construct, you should hear all that stone grinding and stuff. Simple fix, allied combat effects slider. No. That's not a simple fix. What are you talking about? Well, actually, maybe it's... Well, I don't know. You're assuming that there's, like, back end. You're assuming a lot there in how it's, like, presented. You're assuming that they can just package that away. You can package that away in your brain, but that's not how software works. So I don't know whether we can say that's a simple fix. It would be a simple solution to understand. It's a clean thing to like conceive of, but that does not mean it's a clean thing to implement. That's what I think. But so yeah, WoW and FF14 do boss sounds a lot better. I actually think from what I've heard of WoW so far, and it's only WoW Classic, I think it's got terrible sound design, really bad. But I don't know what retail's like. Retail could be really good, to be sure. Anyway, that's our 100th giant and a mini sound review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Right, yeah, so let's do the gems. Let's open 25 keys, I guess. So I'm going to go to currency exchange. Oh, the spooky mounts. Oh, I've already got those, though. And what I'm going to do is, with 700 gold, which is about half my gold, I'm going to buy 2,000 gems. And then I'm going to need another 22 if I want... if I want the full 2,100 for the keys, which is what our friend had been doing for us. And then we're just going to type key. And voila. Oh yeah, it was 12, not 22. Oh, it's whatever. There you go. Okay, cool. So we got those. Now let me see. Chest. Don't have any. Let's open the TP. I'll buy 26 just in case we get a black golden key. Doesn't really matter anymore considering that I can always just pop the thing wherever I am. And let's get opening, shall we? Ooh. 25 keys. Let's get opening. Hope for some good unlockers. We've been fairly unlucky on the recent ones, so our luck should be up this time. So there you go. We got a wardrobe unlock. a voucher. Our first voucher in a great many keys, so that's good. Do I think ArenaNet could add more build template slots later? I hope so, but here's the thing. If they can, why didn't they on the outset? Armor unlock's good in terms of the RNG, I suppose, or whatever. I mean, all the RNG's in the eye of the beholder to some degree, right? And doesn't the getting of an armor unlocker, despite the fact I don't need it, just demonstrate that perfectly? Is that good luck or bad luck? I mean, it's in the eye of the beholder, right? It's nothing. It's just what happened. Luck does not exist. There you have it. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, okay, so the point is, if they're going to add more build template slots, why the low limit at the start that would disappoint people? You know, they've got 6 as a max. If they end up adding more, my question will be, ooh, couldn't they have just pushed to 10 for release? I don't think people would have been whinging so much if it was 10 per character. That's fucking crazy. If you had 10 per character, I mean, geez. But leaving it at doing the 3 and 6 thing, that's a very big different feeling situation there. It could be like with inventory and inventory slots and bigger bags and stuff like that. Maybe they're just really scared to put loads out because they don't know how much people will use them. You know, they're not quite confident in how much server space is actually going to end up getting taken or whatever it is, whatever limit it is that I'm assuming exists. Otherwise, yeah, why the hell wouldn't you do it? So maybe they're just being cautious and it will be expanded. Maybe. So that's really weird. We didn't get any armors, but we did get a couple of weapons and... sorry, we didn't get many generic ones. All right. Oh, shit, I didn't preview. Okay, so we got a carnival sword. It's very good. Is that our last carnival weapon? Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got to go check this out. Is this really the last carnival weapon? Dude. How far we've come. Guys, it really does not seem to me to have been very long since we were here on Azaric. In fact, I very distinctly remember... like, literally standing right here and having a conversation with you all saying, oh, today we're at the Fire Island chain. And in just the blink of an eye, I'll be reminiscing on how it was so long ago, but it didn't feel like long ago. Except it really wasn't long ago. It was just like a matter of weeks. And we're back and having already done all of the carnival stuff. Let's see. I just want to look at the list and scroll down and see that they're all unlocked. Unlocked, 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 unlocked. Look at this. Look at all this fucking loot, guys, we've got through keys. Jesus Christ. Or the discounted ones, which totally aren't a real discount because you're doing more daily shit and it's a fuck ton of karma. We have them all. Wow. That's just so cool to me. So, well, what was the ping there? Was that me? Okay, cool. So, next, we get the Dream Thistle Greatswords. Looks like Dream Thistle won't necessarily be our last Black Lion collection. So basically, what we're hoping is to get a winter one, and then they're all evened up, one left each. Still place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Which will be the last one? All right, there you go. Oh, no, it happened. It happened. That's exactly what I said. Okay, there's 3 weapons in the entire game left. There is one Dream Thistle weapon. It's a dagger. There is one Winter's Day weapon. It's a greatsword. And there is one Winter's weapon. It's the Winter's Edge. It's interesting to me that the Winter's and the Winter's Day stuff is here. The other thing I'll obviously note is there are more weapons. Just everything else now is Mystic Forge or special rewards. So like when we preview here, this is all like particular stuff. So Mystic Forge, generic exotic, I guess. Maybe one of the new crafted Mystic Forge exotics that came out recently. Celestial Compass from the Gem Store. This is the Winter's Day Greatsword. This is the Winter's Edge. This is the Dream Thistle. And then, oh, and there's one more Immortal one as well. This technically is a Black Line one. They just don't have collections. So we do actually have an Immortal one there to compete as well. But that's it. Alright, so what do we get today? We get Illusion. Very nice. So this just got removed from the list. It was an illusion all along. You know, I find it quite interesting. Back when we were starting this, I was under the impression that there were billions of bugged things in the unlockers. But it really just was that hammer. So Illusion, a 200 gold almost underwater spear, as you can see here. But yeah, it was kind of just the hammer, right? Iron Fist with the double. And then, what do we get here? Big money would be, and fun would be the glider, or the Mad King finisher, I guess, because they just finished those whole sections. So we go, 3, 2, 1. We got a mini Summit Wildhorn Springer. There's some old Lions Archer skins too that are bugged. Oh yeah, that's true, yeah. I guess we just powered through those. I guess we've just powered through them. So the mini... I feel like we need to celebrate somehow when this bit of the thing's done. Crazy. Alright, there you go, that's it. Hate to burst the bubble, but those were my keys. That's 700 gold spent. And I don't know, someone can maybe do the maths on what we got out. But so here, check it out. That's the whole list left. One weapon and this will be down to a single row. Wow. Oh, what are the master streams going to be once this bit's done? Well, then we really just need to focus on rounding out the other stuff. So, like, we have to finish Kraukertite at that point. Let's look at our bank and our weapons stuff. So, like, Foci is an ugly mini. It's a mini version of one of the mounts in the game. I quite like it, to be honest. I think he's cool. Yeah, well, the stream eventually will become well. This is what good. We got weapon slayer and stuff. There's still a lot of exciting things, and I mean the content's not going to stop. But check it out. So we've got Foci is the main section for me. So we need to make we still got to get that fucking compass, right? I don't know where this was from. Tech and Aurene. I just need to make that as a color in the forge. That's easy. The Corsage, I don't know. The Haunted thing. This will be coming back when Halloween returns in a couple of weeks. Malice is in the unlocker, as we saw. World versus World. Guild missions. This is just a color to make in the forge. This is just a color to make in the forge. And that's at Winter's Day, the wrapped focus. That's it. Then we have every single focus in Guild Wars 2. All the precursors, all the legendary, all the precursor skins. Oh, I should pluralize it that way. Both legendaries. And this is the category I've been focusing on more than anything else. But if we want to just casually peruse, now that the Black Line stuff started filling in. Because last time we really looked at this, most of these were still pretty gappy. Because axes look good. What? How many axes are there? This is crazy. Look at all these axes. I used to really give a massive shit about some of these other categories too, you know. Like staves. Look at this section. There's so many staff skins. 216 of them. There's the focus. Torches are looking pretty good. I'm very impressed, I have to say, right? Could you guys sit down and I tell you to draw me or render me? Okay, I mean, let's assume you've got the time to, you know, you're an incredible 3D artist, right? A torch, like a fantasy torch, right? You can do that for me, can't you? You can do a torch, like I'm going to wield it, I'm going to breathe fire with it, or I'm going to, you know, sear the ground and so you could do, okay, cool. All right, you made me a torch? Brilliant, thank you. Okay, now, can you make me, like, 10 torches, but they all have to be different. Can you have like one with a metal handle, one with like a bronze handle, one with like, you know, can you just do like 10? They can be any kind of design you like, but they have to be a torch. And so you're then going to turn to me and you're going to say, well, there's only so many ways you can hold fire in a cup. And you're going to say, well, look, you just got to go for it, mate. That's it. The studio at this point has made 185 of them. 185 different ways to demonstrate that wood can be on fire. Like, look at this. Look at this. This was some of the stuff that they had to do at launch. Look at that band change and the color of the wood a little bit. Do you guys see that? People don't appreciate that. I appreciate it. Look at it. Quality. I mean, it's crazy. And they're so divergent with them. Now, look at how genius this is. Look at how thrillingly genius this is. I bet the improvised one will blow my socks off as well. Oh, yeah, this is the whisk. The mashed potato and the whisk. I mean, look at it. Fucking gods. The torch is definitely the hardest category. I mean, I think staff is probably really hard as well. Because staves are just poles. And you can kind of tell when the Black Lion things come out that they're like, all right, well, we have to do this kind of like theme on a post again, you know. Staves are pretty tricky. You call that quality, you call it lazy, lol. How can you call it lazy? What is lazy about making we're just a couple away from hundreds of torch designs. What are you talking about? God, how obnoxious is that? What do you mean it's lazy? What the fuck have you made 200 of? Where's your 200 torches? Let's see what corners you cut. And by the way, this is fit for purpose because it's a part of a crafting system that is blatantly trying to tear things up and isn't trying to be too adorned or too ridiculous just yet. The ones that I was showing a second ago, not foci, the torches. Are you insane? Lazy. You've made way more than 200 poops. Oh, I take it back. I stand corrected. It's kind of obnoxious for me to, you know, I don't know whether I really agree with that whole, oh, you're not allowed an opinion unless you've made it yourself, you know, I mean, Christ. I love the tormented one, look at that. It's a fucking slippery slope for someone like me to go down, obviously. So, you know, I'm not going to say that, really. Best torch is the Touch of Madness. I don't even have that. There's the Touch of Fog. What? And the Touch of Madness. Is it just a bare hand? Oh, it just puts your hand on fire. That is pretty cool. So one makes your hand smoky, the other puts your hand on fire. Do you guys think that they could do a torch main hand elite spec? Do you know what? Since the Icebrood Saga announcement, I keep having these moments on streams where I'm like, oh, what do you think's going to happen on the next elite spec? Will we get spit? And then I stop myself. And I'm like, no, don't talk about that, because I don't know whether it's true anymore. I don't know whether we'll get them. Man, there needs to be a bit more. I did a video of Boots this week as well, where like the topic came up again. Because, and I mean, I'll let him talk about it, but he's going to be like updating his builds to a certain degree. Because, you know, are there going to be any more elite specs? You know, the way that those videos were working is we did one build on each elite spec. And now it's like, well, there might not be any more. We don't know if there's going to be any more. So that's what he has to kind of resort to now. And we had a bit of a conversation. I don't know whether we'll cut it in the end. He might. But it's just like a weird thing where it's like, okay, what have we got to go on if they do add it? They had an interview where Mike Z said that they were maybe possible. I don't know whether he uses infamous on the table phrasing or not. But that was it. Wild. Anyway, I like the idea of a dual-wielding torch guy who can have the fog and the madness together. Make it happen. What do we do with our lives if Guild Wars 2 ends? Look at this. There's so many outfits now that I can almost scroll. If they add another 10 outfits, because it will be, you know, 9 filling in here, and then the 10th will be the next row, I'll be able to scroll. Wild. We got a lot of work to do on this as well, by the way. This is a sleeper. This is a bombshell for Master. This is a sneaky irritants. So buckle up. One day, these are going to be a thing, and it's going to be, oh shit, I have to spend a load of money doing what now? Oh, Choya. Ooh. Cosmic Energies. Dream Cleave. Focus Solar Logging. I mean, even this stuff's pretty creative, honestly. The Frost Wasp. Look at this. You know, I've hardly ever previewed these. Like I said earlier, I do try to get as much detail out of the game and care about every bit of the game. But I have to say, I haven't done my due diligence here. These guys are pretty new. They burn the tree down. This guy stamps the tree down. Oh, this one's the best. Look at that. Wait, what is that? Is it a bone minion head? Just scaled up really big. What do you guys think? What is that? What is the tireless minion? What kind of things can't I get? Very, very few things are off the list. Basically, if it's bugged to the point where you can't get it, then I can't get it. It's not a part of the challenge. Or some like hyper competitive stuff. Yeah, you guys think it's a minion as well? I've never seen it. No, honestly, I've never properly previewed it. And then we got the mining ones as well. It's interesting to me that there's a lot more foraging tools. Like, why? Than logging. There might even been some hidden ones on this section as well. But yeah, we have to look at that later, I guess. Alright, we got a mail as well. Oh, we got 5 keys. Hey, WP, you're so close to clearing the unlockers. I hope you get at least one with these. Oh, thank you so much, mysterious stranger. That's really lovely of you. Thank you. I would love to open a couple more. It would be my pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Let's see what we got. You never know. Sometimes these are like crazy. You'll get like 3 in a row that do like unlockers, and you'll get like just enough statuettes to buy another just from like 5 keys. Sometimes you really do get the big rolls. It's interesting to me that these days what I view as a big roll in keys and chests is completely different to what I used to way back when. I used to be desperate for like black line scraps. It's crazy. So 1 statuette. Unfortunately, no luck on key number 2. Nor key number 3. Nor key number 4. Oof. Unfortunately, those ones weren't too good. But hey, look, it all counts. It all builds up, all right, into our ultimate average probability, where we will be middle of the road. So it's all good. It's just balancing us and our odds to where they should be. Okay, so I'll sell the algae dye. You can open all of these as well. Got a couple more exclusive ones. Oh my god, this inventory is... No, this is a part of why my inventory becomes a big mess. Is because we get all these incredibly generous people helping me with keys. And keys are crazy. So we got some shadow dyes. Vincent, shadow orange, shadow abyss. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. As Evan would say. Oh man, there's a lot actually to go through here. None of it's super pricey. It's just like good chunks of gold, lots of time. So I'll scroll through those later. But there you go. I think we've consumed what we've got. Oh, and then there's these as well. Plus these. All right. So there you go, guys. That's going to be mastered today. That really is. I'm afraid it's going to have to be. I'm in a horrible place right now because I'm really sleepy, like ridiculously tired. But I have to be up in just a couple of hours. And it's not going to be one of those situations where it's like I'm going to get up and it will be like a power nap and I'll feel really good. Because it's going to be the middle of the night. I'm going to want to sleep through it. It's going to be really horrible. But we'll see what we've got. The sound of that alarm I am not looking forward to. I've got that dread, you know. That we should coin that something. The alarm dread. Did I see Joker? No. I heard, though, don't worry, I have not seen the movie and I know nothing about the movie. So there are no spoilers to be had in my commentary here. I'm not even going to talk about it long. But I heard it's basically like Taxi Driver, just made in 2019. Which I think is quite interesting because I actually watched Taxi Driver for the first time very recently, within the past 12 months. And I always thought that Taxi Driver was an action movie, but Taxi Driver is not an action. It's not what I thought it was at all. It was kind of like a really drab, like, social commentary, really, right? And it was a look at the origins of extremism and the role of loneliness in society these days. What it means to be, and there's that side of it is like what some person might consider heroic, but could be born from something quite cruel and quite horrible towards the end. So anyway, and it seems it actually kind of makes sense to me after like Heath Ledger rocked the world with such an incredible performance in Nolan's trilogy. Like, I think people are floundering for, like, what do we do with the Joker next? And it's kind of cool to go with more of an art piece. So, you know, I wouldn't have thought of it myself, but now that someone's presented it to me, I think that's a very cool idea. The idea of saying, hey, a superhero film can be more than what you think it can be. Let's combine this subject material with, you know, something a bit like Taxi Driver. So we'll see. Or it's going to come off really arty and derivative and just, you know, soulless. So we'll see. I don't know what reviews or anything are really like. I just heard that Taxi Driver comparison. It's Taxi Driver plus King of Comedy. I don't know what King of Comedy is. Oh, and I do know it's Joaquin Phoenix, who, you know, what a mastermind. What a legend. What an incredible actor. He blew me away, as you all know, in the movie Her, which I also only watched recently. It was like a 2014 Spike Lee movie, which is probably one of my favorite movies of all time, and I really recommend you guys see it. I really recommend you guys see it. It's one of those films that establishes a setting and deals world building just so well. And it's such a novel and unique take on the idea of a technological singularity. And it's such a romantic and heartbreaking and real movie. It hits every bar. It's every bar, man. Unless you like action and shit like that. And yet movies need to be fast and full with, you know, empty industrial humor. In which case, go watch, you know, the MCU. Which is also good, but for different reasons. You liked it despite being made by Spike Lee. Well, to be honest, I don't really know much about Spike Lee except that production, so I don't know what else he's done. What's the title again? You need good movies to watch. It's called Her. It's a movie you want to, like, emotionally invest in and be prepared to be a bit weirded out by it. And yeah. You know, it's not a movie scared to run you through the ringer of all different ways it's possible to feel and think as a human. So, you know, there's good and there's stuff in there that, you know, it's not light entertainment, I'll put it that way. Oh shit, have I been saying his name wrong? Did I say Spike Lee? Is it Spike Jonze? Fuck, wait, who's who? Am I fucking this up? Yeah, it's basically like falling in love with Windows. Am I crazy? I feel very, very bad if I'm messing up people's names that I'm saying I actually had an impact on me. Who was it? Let me look this up. I think you're right in chat there. Nobody cares, but I care. I want to have a bit of integrity here. Yeah, it's Spike Jonze. Who the fuck is Spike Lee? Why was I saying Spike Lee? It's Spike Jonze or Jones. I think it's Jones. Yeah, I do apologize for that. Thank you for the correction in chat. I should try to remember that a little bit clearer. Let me off the hook. I'm very tired. And seriously, that's going to be it. So instead of the hour and a half, we're 50 minutes, almost an hour. Hopefully that was fun for you guys. Thanks for coming. I hope you feel like you got something out of this on your schedule. If you're normally still sitting around doing nothing at this hour, you know, and you'd be expected to watch my stream, why not have a browse to any number of people on the Guild Wars 2 section with basically no viewership today, and go say hello to them in their chat. It would make me and them very, very, very happy if you did. Don't do it as like a handout, you know. Don't be like, oh, what did Potato sent me? just be interested in whatever they're doing and see what comes out of it. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Same time. Actually, I really hope I'll see you before then. No promises, but I hope to see you on my YouTube channel before then. See you guys.